this is a very odd adaptation, but it's still somewhat a very enjoyable movie. Let's talk about it. The Deep Blue Sea is a very intriguing movie. Of course, for film fans, they're gonna love it. For people who are not into these type of movies, you guys might not like it as much. But I kind of found it pretty interesting. Even though it's kind of an odd movie because it's kind of shot in a style reminiscent of the old 1940s, 1950s movies. Especially since the film itself takes place in the 1950s, basically. And a few years after that, because some time has passed since in this movie, so yeah. So basically the plot is about Rachel Weisz's character, who is married to a judge named William. It's a loveless marriage, however, so she decides and basically has an affair with a Navy pilot named Freddie, played by Tom Hiddleston. He's a much younger man, while her husband is a much older one. So yeah, and of course she has to deal with her own problems, her own personal problems, which is very hard-hitting, especially for me, if you know my history. But I kind of get where she's coming from, because I kind of went through that same emotional deal. This is a very good movie. Very, very good movie. The acting in this movie is phenomenal. I mean, Rachel Weisz, this is probably the best acting role I've ever seen her in, ever. Okay, Tom Hiddleston is awesome. He has this commanding voice about him. You know what I mean? It's like he can just tell you he can just yell at you to sit down, and everybody will sit down. It's awesome. Just kills it, man. He is fucking phenomenal in this movie. The chemistry between the two are awesome. I just love it. I love this movie's direction style. The way it's shot is just nice. You know what I mean? And the use of the color palette in this movie has a weird, odd, shiny, like, light film color in it. It's kind of odd, but if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. It's okay, but you could have kind of shot it a little bit regularly. I mean, after a while, it just seems kind of weird looking, but it's not too bad. Just could have been a little bit better on that part. But, yeah. The situations in this movie are so realistic, you can actually relate to it. This is one of those artsy films that, if you've seen it, you're gonna love it, okay? And if you don't love it, I don't know what I can tell you. But, the film is directed, I think written by Terence Davies, of course. It is adapted from, I think, a play. And I think there was an original movie that came out in 1955, if I'm not mistaken. And this is the remake of that movie as well. So, not bad. Not a bad remake, actually. It's a little slow, but it's not too slow where it just drags on. It's actually a smooth type of slow, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And for that reason alone, I'm going to give The Deep Blue Sea an A. I thought it was a very good movie. It's not the best movie to get an A+ yet, but it was nice. It was a nice little rental for me, because I seen this and I seen the cast and I was like, I never heard of this movie before. Maybe I should give it a watch, and I'm glad I did, because it was actually a pretty fucking good movie. So let me know what you guys think about The Deep Blue Sea down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? And I'll catch you guys later.